Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome once again to IQRA Kids TV Season 2. Now we hope you guys have been enjoying Season 2 because we've decided to switch things up a little bit and change it up. Yes, of course, you've got the regulars like Muslim Heroes, Random Art Studio, and of course you've still got Let's See the World, but we've also added some new features such as Muslim Maestros, ABCs of Islam, and Kun Faya Kun with our two amazing hosts. Right, there's one other thing we want you guys to do in our new Season 2. We have, because we're getting really technical these days, we've got a QR code. If you don't know what a QR code is, I'm going to put it somewhere on the screen right now, okay? You can see it now, okay? That QR code, all you need to do to go to our Instagram page is whip your phone out, take a photo of it, and hit that thing. It will take you directly to our Instagram page. So try it out now, okay? Hit that QR code with your phone and you should go directly to our Instagram page. Now on our Instagram page, that is where we want all of your feedback. We want you to tell us if you want to be on any of our shows like Random Art Show, or if you would like to send some of your artwork in. That's where you should go to do it, inshallah. Right, before we get into today's show, because I've been working so hard at it, I wanted to keep your brains active, and what we've decided to do in parts of Season 2 is to give you a bit of a quiz. Okay, now the intro that we're doing now, I'm going to be coming back halfway through the show and at the end, but I'm going to do two questions for you, okay? I want you to think about it. You don't have to send in the answer. All I'm going to do is give you the answer halfway through the show, set another question, and at the very end, we'll see if you can get the answer to that question as well. Right, let me see. How many pillars are there in Islam? Remember, you don't have to send it in or write anything in, okay? All you need to do is think about it, and at the halfway through, we'll see if you've got it right. Is that cool? Right, so how many pillars in Islam are there? Right, should we get on with the show? Check it out.
Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded.
Guys, you'll never guess where we are. Have a look. This is Torres de Sereno. It is a beautiful medieval castle. Now, according to my app, we've got 4Ds up there somewhere. Let's go check it out. Ooh.
Ja, dann mach bitte auch noch mal eins von deinem, oder?
Hi guys, we are back. This is called Torres de Serrano, and apparently there are some letters here somewhere hidden in this castle. So together, we're gonna try and find them. Let's go. Hey guys, according to the phone, it's up here somewhere, so let's go and have a look, shall we? It's not down there. No, it's not down there. Come on, guys. Right. So I don't know why he decided to put it so high up as well. But when I look over the edge, look over the edge for a second. When I look over the edge, my legs get all wobbly. It's horrible. But we're gonna find it over here. Look to my back. It's not far. Come on, guys, now, let me just remind you, according to this, we're looking for 4 D's. Okay, so if you see the D, let me know, okay? Here we go. It's a dead end. Huh? What? It's over the edge. You want me to jump over the edge and get? No. What you saying is here somewhere? Here? Ah! Here is. We found our first D, and D is for dhikr. Dhikr is an Arabic word which means to remind oneself or to mention. Dhikr can take many different forms, and they say the best form of dhikr is to read the Quran. It can also mean reciting or repeating certain words like Alhamdulillah or Subhanallah and reminds us of Allah's favor upon us. Dhikr can be done at any time, night or day, so we should do dhikr often. Guys, I think the next one is up here somewhere. According to this phone, it is. Let's have a look. Right, guys. Yeah, it's supposed to be here somewhere. So let's have a look. Joey, come on. Found the second D. D is for Deen. The word Deen can mean religion or way of life. It is usually referring to the way of life or the religion of Islam. Deen is a very important word that denotes a number of important aspects regarding the religion of Islam. The Deen of Islam also include the 5 pillars, which are 5 very important aspects of the religion of Islam. Deen is the religion or way of life of Muslims. Right, so we have found our second D. According to the app on my phone, it's down below somewhere, so we're going to have to go all the way back down to find the other 2 Ds. Let's go find it now. Right, guys, so we've come downstairs, and according to the app, it's in this archway somewhere. So let's have a look. These are hundreds of years old. Oh, thank you very much. Found it, guys. D is for dua. The word dua in English would be translated as supplication, meaning one can request or ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for anything during the night or the day. Dua is a very important aspect of Islam because it means that we can stay in touch with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask for His favor whenever or wherever we are. So whenever you feel sad or lonely, make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To find, guys, and again I know it's right there somewhere. It seems to be a metal structure, so I think it might be on this gate fence thing here. Right, guys, this is a tough one. Wasn't so hard after all. D is for dhuhr. Muslims are required to pray 5 times a day. Of these 5 prayers, dhuhr is the second prayer of the day. It is usually offered during midday. Dhuhr is a very important aspect of the deen and should be offered if possible and where possible. Dhuhr is only replaced on a Friday with the Jummah prayers, which is the congregational prayers of the Muslims. Right guys, so we found all 4 D's with your help. Thank you so much. Of course, they were dhikr, deen, dhuhr and dua. Wow, mashallah. Guys, thank you for helping me find the D's. There's a few more, according to my phone, a few more scattered around here in Valencia in Spain. So we're gonna go and find them soon. But until then, guys, take care. Assalamu alaikum.
Hey you! Yes, you! Do you read books? No! No? But reading is so much fun. The first word revealed in the Quran was, IQRA, which means to read. So start reading a book today. Yes, sir!
Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded.
Right, we're at the midway point, guys. I want to know, are you enjoying the show? If you are, hit that QR code, go directly to our Instagram page and drop us a comment or any artwork that you'd like to have featured on the show. Have you been thinking about the quiz question I set for you at the beginning of the show? I hope so. The question was as follows. How many pillars in Islam are there? How many pillars? 5 pillars. Well done. You probably knew that anyway. Did you know that? Of course you knew that. Well done. Okie dokie. Right, we'll set you another question and at the end we're going to see if you can get it right. How many salah, namaz, is there in Islam? The main one. How many salah are there in? Maybe you shout out the answer now. Don't worry, you don't have to shout it out. You don't have to send it to us on our Instagram page or anything like that. Wait till the end and we'll figure out if we have indeed got the right answer. Right, should we get on with the show? Let's continue.
Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded.
IQRA's been a very creative soul ever since she was a little girl.
I've always been really passionate about art since I was a kid. I've always felt like I could express my identity through art and creativity. I'm IQRA and I'm a digital artist. So ever since I was a kid, I've always loved doing arts and crafts, you know, getting messy with art supplies and things. I wasn't the best at like drawing specifically as a child, but I always enjoyed the process. And ever since I've gotten older, I think it was around 3 years ago, where I told myself I'm going to get better at digital art, and ever since then I've self-taught myself how to draw, how to stylize my art in different ways, you know, gaining inspiration from my own cultural heritage, and alhamdulillah, it's been such a pleasant and really enjoyable and educational journey for me.
Do you think the green works or something? I think you need some blue, definitely some blue, yeah.
IQRA is my niece, she's my sister's daughter, and I remember at the age of 4 she was asked to draw somebody from her family at school. IQRA chose me, which really annoyed her mother, my sister. She wouldn't buy the picture. My mum, IQRA's grandma, then bought it, and it was just splodges of paint, but it was of a person, and she used purple, which is my favourite colour.
Yeah.
And then I think you need something. I think you need something in the centre of it.
Yeah.
Pretty much that. Okay. So my earliest memory of IQRA is that in terms of art, and she has come leaps and bounds since then.
So a lot of my influences, it comes from a variety of different sources. So I look a lot at comic books, I look a lot at manga, different manga art, how they're stylized. I also look a lot, recently I've been looking a lot at my own culture, my own heritage, and what sort of patterns derive from there that I can include. I also love looking at video games. So when a video game comes out or it's on Steam and I like the art of it, you know, I'll look into it, I'll look at, you know, who designed it, I'll look at how is the whole game stylized, and then I'll sort of think to myself, you know, how can I translate that in my own art? My art in general, I think, is very sort of anime-esque in terms of like when I'm drawing characters. It's very sort of, I wouldn't say realistic, it's not really realistic, it's sort of, it's quite stylized in the sense that you would think that it's from like an anime series. So I look at a lot of sort of anime artists who have drawn some of my favourite manga series, like Gege Akutami, who does Jujutsu Kaisen. That's one of my favourite manga series at the moment. I love their artwork, and so I sort of draw inspiration from different artists for my own sort of work.
So IQRA has so many characters, so many diverse powers. Actually, do you know what? It's better to get it from the creator herself. IQRA, come over. Talk to me about your Zari. I love her because she's purple.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm a little bit lost.
Yeah.
Talk to me about her powers and what she does.
So powers-wise, she has illusion-based powers. She excels in doing like the most complicated.
What, like washing the dishes?
In terms of like her powers, she's very creative with that kind of thing, and she also has a carpet on her back because she's an aspiring carpet racer. So
carpet racer?
Yeah, she's an aspiring carpet racer.
Okay.
So she can oftentimes like integrate her powers with her carpet, do like these cool sorts of like tricks and stuff.
Okay.
Within like the Darjan universe, there's sort of like a power system called Ember. She doesn't have that because she is not fully human. That's where her illusion powers come from. It's from that non-human side of her.
Wow, I'd love to be her.
For me, as someone who grew up with characters who barely looked anything like me or had any sort of connection with my identity, it was, you know, it was integral for me to have that included in my own characters. So in my artwork recently, I've been looking a lot at sort of like the textiles and embroidery work of Pakistan. I'm Pakistani, and just looking at it online and just doing the research on these different types of embroidery styles, the architecture, the textiles is so fascinating, and for me it builds that connection to my identity, and then it sort of gets me thinking, how can I sort of add a fantastical, a fantasy element to it? How can I incorporate this into my own work? So with my characters, their outfits are very inspired by Southern Asian fashion, not just Pakistan, but like all over. So one of them is very Punjabi inspired, like myself. So one of my character designs is very Punjabi influenced. Another character design is very sort of Rajasthani, Sindhi influence. So it's all of these sort of different Southern Asian influences that give sort of that authenticity to my work, and I feel that it's not every day that you're going to see such explicit like Southern Asian, South Asian fashion or influences within comics or media, and I think having that diversity, representation matters. And that's something that I take very seriously, and that I sort of try to translate into my own work, is that representation, and is that sort of building that cultural identity and giving the fantasy element to it.
Of another amazing show. Did you guys get the answer to the quiz? How many salah are there in Islam? 5, of course, 5 salah during the day. Right, just want to remind you that our QR code is on the screen here as well. So if you want to be on the show for random art or anything else, by all means, make sure you go over there and you can inbox me your artwork. If you want to be on the show, all of that good stuff would be absolutely amazing. Right, guys, so speak to you soon. Hope you like it. Reason number 7, it was a massive up. Right? Different things you do.
IQRA Kids TV.